This show is dedicated to the late, great Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Well, you know, what we're dealing with is one of the original village people here, with his mate Jimmy Hart, who keeps kissing the bell, leaving all that lipstick on it. I heard the Monty out there saying, first thing I'm going to do, pounds his chest, I don't know, Hemi something. First thing I'm going to do, says I'm going to take Piper's integrity. It's like Jacques Cousteau trying to find a dry spot in the ocean. I ain't got no damn integrity. You think I got so far? Second thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take Roddy Piper's manhood. Huh? I come here to fight. I don't know what you come here to do. I come here to win 2 titles. I can't do that till I win the first one. I think you've been dreaming. I think it's been all wet, too.
Oh, on that note, let's get back to ringside.
Well, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Are you ready?
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segway Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
Ooh, yeah!
With Kenny Killer.
Hey yo!
We're in the big D-Day, baby, and we are live! Woo!
I'm the gal them Sugar Suge.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best ever will be! Cause that's the bottom line! The Stone Cold said so!
Oh, son of a bitch. If you just heard the glass shatter, that's right. It's your boy Kenny Killer, the one man with no Instagram, and bringing it to you for the Sunday Segway Wrestling Podcast episode 123 right here on the VOC Nation. Now, right off the top, we dedicated this show to Rowdy Roddy Piper, who passed away, this weekend. Very, very sad story. Obviously, everyone in the business is kind of dropping at the moment. It's just scary, people we grew up with. So, it's sad times. Now, today I am riding it solo. That's right. I was meant to have Fame Black on. I was meant to have King Bingas, meant to have Sharon Watson. Even Shugs was meant to be here, but Shugs is like Mel Gibson at the moment. He's in Braveheart. He's like putting on a battle right now. So hopefully this guy wins. So, we'll see him on the show soon. Famous Sharon is America. So I know how we do, You gotta wake up, early and, I appreciate you guys coming on the show. It is what it is, but the show must go on. So we have a lot to speak about. I'm going to do it as best as I can, riding solo. But, hey, it's my daughter's birthday today. She's 1. So happy birthday, my Nubian princess, Kida Miyiko Chinangwa. That's right. So, as always, it's been a busy weekend, getting ready for my daughter's birthday. So we've got a party going on later. I got to be the hostess with the mostess. So, I got to make sure everyone comes in, putting on my barbecue. Shugs would probably try and run me down, trying to say I ain't got no barbecue skills. And he would be right, because I don't. Never done a barbecue in my life. So hopefully this one goes down. Okay. I got loads of food ready and waiting for everybody. So fingers crossed. I know people will turn up. Definitely. Come on. Look how cute my daughter is. Anywho, Sunday Segway Wrestling Podcast. Make sure you check us out. The Sunday Segway podcast.wix.com/Sunday Segway. Also follow us on Twitter. That's at Sunday Segway. Segway spelled SEGUE. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. We're on Instagram. I don't run that shit. Jason the Ace Clarkson does. Also, email us to sundaysegway .gmail.com. Also, subscribe to our iTunes channel. We're on Podomatic, Stitcher, and don't forget to download that Double Twist player. So, let's do a couple of shout outs right now to the segheads out there who have been grateful and, it's been great, and they've come and followed us on Twitter. So I want to give a shout out to Pod About Nothing, Jesus Monreal, I should say, Maynard Emel Ariola, Jamie Turner, Jamie T went progress recently with him, and Bingas. Also want to give a shout out to Heel Talk Wrestling, Sheldon Manning, Alan Reed, and there you go. So again, if I missed any of you out, sorry about your damn luck, but I will get you in next time. So I want to give a shout out to our business partners. That's maxwrestling.wix.com/Max Wrestling. Latest issue out, and there's going to be more to come. Don't worry, with a lot of interviews that we have had with the best wrestling talent in the world, past and present, that is. I want to give a shout out to the Pigeon Patrol. You know who you are, Offshoot Radio. Shout out to Podcast About Nothing. You know who you are, Brad Lafrette, Mark Colon, our VOC Nation brothers. Also want to give a shout out to Kings of the Ring podcast. I'm going to get you guys on soon. So let's get into Raw. A bit tasty. Raw was just a little bit tasty. A lot has happened on Raw. A lot has happened in the wrestling world. So we start off Raw. Rollins and Authority with Cena. Now I don't know about you, Segheads, but I kind of soured a bit on Rollins' character. He's been a bit kind of one-dimensional in terms of being that, PUSSY kind of heel. It's been a bit weird. But, who knows what's going to happen at the end. Taker saved his bacon, at the last pay-per-view, Battleground. So hopefully, we get to see more out of him. But right now, he's like a little chicken shit. And it don't really look good on TV. Obviously, Rollins is an amazing talent. But it's hard to see, him like that on TV. Now, on the other hand, Steph McMahon comes out, with Triple H, also with Seth Rollins. And her position's quite weird because she comes out, as a babyface with the Divas, talking about she started the Diva Revolution, stealing some shit from Triple H. But at the same time, now she's coming out like a heel, saying that she's not going to give the fans what they want. It's a bit more than a little bit contradictory, so I don't know where that's going, but, Triple H is the gamer. And I'm going to talk really slow, normal Triple H as he is. But they set up a match later on. John Cena versus Seth Rollins for the United States title. That's right, the United States title. So, next we had Big Show versus Dean Ambrose. Now, the match was surprisingly good, I thought. Dean Ambrose has been drinking a lot of piss lately, been given nothing, been eating the shit sandwich, and hopefully, he gets back in the, back in the run of things soon. But right now he's just doing shit. So I was surprised that, the match was good. The storyline direction of Ambrose was good here, to saying that he can't and won't give up. So that was nice. I like to see that. Big Show though, knocked the hell out of him, man. He got up, Big Show went through the barricade. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do, with this transition for Dean Ambrose in terms of, the won't give up attitude. After that, we had Neville beating Fandango. Where has Fandango been? It's long since that's kind of over. He's still trying to, eat from it, but it's not going to happen. It's not making you any money, son. But yeah, Neville beat Fandango, Red Arrow as usual. Now they're doing this like comic book feud with, Stardust at the moment and Neville, and they're talking about, the Arrow, Steve Amell, coming in at SummerSlam, maybe, tagging with someone else and tagging with Neville against Stardust and someone else. So, we'll just have to wait and see with that one. Let's see whether that goes down or not. Now, Segheads, I got a question for you. Do you think after SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes should, drop his gimmick? Because obviously, people are wanting to chant in because of Dusty passing away, and he doesn't want that to happen. But, I don't feel that the Stardust character is working very much. So I don't know if the Segheads share the same opinion, but that's how it is at the moment, and I don't know if it's going to get over that much more than it already, than it is at the moment. So, come back with Dashing Cody Rhodes or something. Just come back with something different, Cody's good at adapting. Next, we had Sasha Banks versus Paige. I was very much looking forward to this match. Sasha Banks, I thought the match, and I thought she was good, good standard, and the influx of the new NXT women have definitely improved the product, and the women's product, that is. And I'm just looking forward to seeing, what's going to happen at the pay-per-view, SummerSlam, and beyond. Because they're definitely building up these matches to be, amazing matches at the pay-per-view. So, who knows? I don't know what they're going to do at SummerSlam, but we'll have to wait and see. There's still a couple of weeks to go. And then we have who, the rest of them, out of the rest of the NXT women, who out of them is the best at the moment? You know, again, I put that question to you, Segheads. Who out of the NXT women is doing the best on the main roster at the moment? In my eyes, it's the boss, Sasha Banks. Has to be, because she's come up, she's brought character to it. She knows her character, she plays it well. You know, that boss character. She's the be all or end all. So doing very well. Charlotte's closely behind, obviously, because of her. Her family, the Flair name. So, I think Becky Lynch will be unleashed soon, but she hasn't, really got the best of it so far. Also with that, Alicia Fox, she's been injured. She got a concussion later on, but we'll talk about that a bit later. Now, if Fane Black was here, he would be saying, Rusev peanut butter, or Rusev hopscotch. Rusev is one funny guy, man. One funny guy. I don't know what he's doing with a dog, right, and a fish. Really don't know. To put a dog and a fish with Rusev is I don't know what kind. I never think I would see nothing like that in my life. But there you go. Rusev talking about dogs and ish. Gives it to Summer. Talks about the fish being Lana. Says the dog is Dolph Ziggler. Lana comes out, she takes down Summer, puts her in a little lock hold, and deals with her, and, just deals with Rusev, and off she pops. So, we'll see what they're going to do with that there. I don't know who's booking this ish, but looks like Ziggler is going to be going one-on-one with Rusev after he films his movie at SummerSlam. Then we have the Lucha Dragons versus Los Matadores. Now, all of these four guys are amazing workers, and I was really looking forward to seeing how the match was gonna be. And then we had this Canuck JBL, with the primetime players just talking over everything, not even paying attention to the match. It just distracted everything from the match, which I thought was a good match, but definitely distracted everything. It's really, really sad that happened, but it is what it is. Primetime players, I think they got the titles too soon. I don't know where they're heading for the SummerSlam, whether it's going to be a one-on-one with New Day or whether it's going to be a fatal four-way. But New Day, Kofi is so rejuvenated right now. This guy comes down to the ring, clapping his hands, looking like a little schoolgirl. Big E doing his little dancing, and obviously Xavier was the mouthpiece. He's done great as well with this. The critics were out as soon as they came out. We didn't know whether they were going to be good or not, but they did it, and I think they've done a good job. I really, really think they've done a good job. So no Roman Reigns on the show. It's just kind of strange, but it is what it is. No Roman Reigns on the show. Wyatt comes out though with Harper for the chatting shit promo that he generally does sometimes, or most of the time at the moment, just chatting rubbish, trying to make sense of it. But with Rowan out, do you Segheads think that they will bring another member of the Wyatt family in? Because it seems a bit weird at the moment with just two of them. There's been talks, maybe it's going to be Adam Rose, because Adam Rose ain't doing nothing right now. He's a bit on the back burner. Could work, maybe not. Who knows? But it's an idea. So let's see what happens, because right now Adam Rose ain't doing nothing. Right. So next, like I said, Alicia Fox and Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Wasn't as good as the first Divas match, but the Divas are getting, or the women I should say, are getting a substantial amount of time, going through commercial breaks, 2 women's matches on the card, today, which was great. And yeah, I mean, the match was what it was. Becky Lynch actually got the tap out win, which was great, because every one of the NXT women has managed to get some kind of a pin. So that was great that she did that. Hopefully she gets showcased a bit more. But Alicia Fox in the match, she had a concussion. What this does for Team Bella, who knows? Hearing the dirt sheets saying that maybe they're going to bring someone else in. Who could that be? I don't know. I really don't know. It'll be interested to see who that could be. But yep, we'll just have to wait and see. Now we had on Raw, they were talking about a lot of first time evers, and the first time ever today on that Raw, was Owens versus Orton. Now it was an interesting dynamic. The chemistry was very, very interesting. you had, Owens, the brawler, bringing out new innovative moves, and you had Randy Orton, again, not taking no shit, taking it to Owens. So it felt for a really, really good match. And, the match finished when Sheamus, who was sitting on commentary, bro kicked Randy Orton, which was a nice touch to it. And then Cesaro comes running down running down the ramp. He just takes out Owens, goes after Sheamus, and then he ends up taking a pop-up powerbomb. Now, I'm very, very happy about this. Looking forward to Cesaro versus Kevin Owens, because it looks like they're going to go this way for SummerSlam, which means Kevin Owens has to do double duty because he's going to be on the NXT card the day before on SummerSlam. So looking very, very interested indeed. We'll have to see how, what happens there. And then we get to the main event. We had John Cena versus Rollins. Another great performance from both of these guys. Cena stepped the game up so much. So much. I have to commend and give him a little Kenny Killer clap, because this guy's definitely stepped it up. Everyone knows that I dislike John Cena, the character, not the person, the character. And he's bringing it, man. He's bringing out new moves and everything. He is bringing it. Now Rollins, this guy did a top rope suplex, follow through into another suplex. That was amazing. I enjoyed that so much. Then Rollins decides to give Cena a shoot knee to the face. And I just want to show massive respect to Cena, because this guy had a broken nose, legit broken nose, blood everywhere, and he carried on with the match. Not only carried on with the match, carried on taking shots to the face, kicks to the face by Rollins in order to finish the match. But it wasn't that long, because the match finished after, and Cena made Rollins tap out. Now, I'm not sure whether that's the right way to finish the match. Yeah, I agree, Cena should have won, but the tap out finish, I don't know. Again, it just plays into the hands of the fact that Rollins is a bit of a shit heel at the moment. Seems a little bit lost. So yeah, the finish was what it was, but I'm just not too sure whether it was the right kind of finish. And that was it. That was the main event. So Raw, I give Raw, with the nose break, with the decent Owens versus Orton match and the women's match, I give it maybe a 6.5 out of 10. No real standout match except for the main event. The first women's match was okay, but you know what? I give it 6.5 out of 10. It was a decent show. So yeah, it kept me entertained. So let's go to the Raw feedback. Let's go to the Facebook. Right, so we have Tony Walker, our American Geordie. He says, Divas Revolution continues. Cena stealing the show with Rollins. Good Raw, 7 out of 10. Cannot wait till next week for the fallout of the brawl with Lesnar and Undertaker, since Lesnar will be on Raw. Next, we have the Cookie Cutter podcast himself, Mr. Michael Cook. Cena has another good match on Raw. He made his US title important. He made the US title important. Had a match of the year candidates every week. The only person Rollins could face at SummerSlam is Cena. I don't have a problem with this. He will probably have a brilliant world title match with Rollins. I'm loving all types of wrestling right now, and that includes WWE. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a break right now. And then we're going to be back with Shook Stunners, the Segway Time Machine. We're going to talk about RIP SmackDown in 60 Seconds, which is Progress, Chapter 20. And also talking about Rowdy Piper. Track of the Week. So don't you miss it, because I am the chosen one.
Live from the In the Room studios located in the Net Carrier Enclave, this is the VOC Nation Radio Network.
Hey everyone, it is your favorite knockout, Mickie James, and you're listening to the VOC Nation.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. Thanks for coming on down. It's Save Wrestling, the podcast, and the business-making town. I am your award-winning hostess with the mostest, Shelly Funtime Martinez, and she is my co-host, Dazzling Danielle.
Woo! Hello out there.
And together we are the Martinez Girls. You finally did it. And you can join us here Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern on the VOC Nation as we save wrestling together, Danielle. Fighting crime. Woo!
And we're back, people. It's the Sunday Segway Wrestling Podcast, episode 123, and I am the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the one man with no Instagram, Kitty Killer. Now, I am riding solo. That's right, I am riding solo, and it is what it is, but the show must go on. So, let the show go on. Now, we're going to go into Shug's Stunners. So, as you know, let's say who will be the jobber of the week. So, jobber of the week, I think we have to go with Fandango. This guy's been nowhere. He's just come in to job out and he's gone right back out again. So, bye-bye Fandango. Bye-bye. And then we've got move of the week. What should we have as move of the week? I know. Move of the week has to be that beautiful, brilliant shoot knee by Seth Rollins on John Cena. That's what it's got to be. Broke his nose and everything. Jeez, this ain't UFC. God damn. And then wrestler of the week. Who should we have as wrestler of the week? Wrestler of the week, I think we have to give it to John Cena. I think I have to give it to John Cena. Again, this guy just battled on through a broken nose to finish out and tap out the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So there you go, John Cena. Cena takes it down. It's the first time in a while he's taken it down too. So well done, Cena. All right, let's go to the Segway time machine. Let's see what's happened today in wrestling history. Right, so a monumental moment happened in 1992. That's right, where we had the very first African American World Heavyweight Champion as Ron Simmons. Damn! That's right. He beat Big Van Vader for the NWA, or should I say WCW World Heavyweight title. It was a massive moment and paved the way for the rest of, our brothers out there, to hold that big strap. So, there you go. Well done with that one. What else happened? Let's look at a Nitro in 1999, part of the Monday Night Wars. We had Harlem Heat defeating the Jersey Triad, which was Bam Bam Bigelow and Chris Kanyon. We had Ernest the Cat Miller defeating Lenny. Don't know who Lenny is. We had Disco Inferno defeating Evan Courageous, one of our interview from last week. We had the Revolution, which was Dean Malenko and Shane Douglas defeating the First Family, Hugh Morris and Jerry Flynn. Perry Saturn defeating Kurt Hennig. Chris Benoit defeating DDP, Vampiro defeating Eddie Guerrero, and Rick and Sid Vicious defeating Goldberg and Sting by disqualification. And on the same night on Raw, we had the bloodbath match, Edge defeating Gangrel. We had Undertaker and Big Show defeating Road Dogg and Kane. We had a European title match and an Intercontinental title match, which was D'Lo versus Jeff Jarrett. We had a massive title change. D'Lo going in, Jeff Jarrett going in as the Intercontinental champion, and D'Lo Brown taking it down, taking both belts home, becoming the European and the Euro Intercontinental champion, I should call it. We also have a hardcore match, Big Boss Man defeating Viscera, Test defeating Rodney from the Mean Street Posse, and then we had we had Steve Blackman defeating, he faced off against Val Venus with a no contest, and then a no holds barred match for the WWF title, Steve Austin defeating the Undertaker, as a lot of people got involved with the end of that one. Let's see whose birthdays. We have any birthdays today? Whose birthday is it? Anyone of any significance? Any birthdays? No, we don't have no birthdays. Oh, actually, we do. We have Davey Boy Smith Jr. It's his birthday, born in 1985. So happy birthday, Harry Smith. And that's it. There we go. It's a Segway time machine, people. Right about now, we're going to go into RIP SmackDown in 60 seconds, where we're going to talk about Progress Wrestling. Now, for all you segheads out there, Progress Wrestling is this British promotion that's come on leaps and bounds in London, out of the Electric Ballroom in Camden. Some of the segheads, King Bingus, and definitely Steve Dawson, have been shouting about this promotion for a while now. They've gone to a number of chapters, I took my little ass down there to join the boys and watch Progress Chapter 20, and I must say this was an amazing experience. You had Okay, you had a sellout. Okay, these people sell out the Electric Ballroom, 700 people once every 3 months or 2 months. It's like a massive following. It's like a family. These guys know all the chants, they know all the wrestlers, they know all the storylines, they know everything, and it was amazing to be there and you know, and feel that. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. We got down there at about 12. We had to queue up for 2 hours. The show didn't start till 4, so when we got in, we had to sit in there for another 2 hours. But it was cool because I was with the peoples, I was with the Segheads, you know, so we were doing the damn thing, shooting the breeze, as you do. So yeah, it was great. It was amazing, and I'm happy that I got to see that. I'm very, very happy that I got to see that. We'll go through the card in a minute, but yeah, I just want to thank you know, Bingus, the Segheads, you know, and Steve for you know inviting me down there, and yeah, I'm just happy that I got to go, man, because it definitely was an amazing experience. Something that I think you know, I would definitely go to again. I definitely think that you know, I recommend it to others out there. So yeah, definitely go and see it. So anyway, we got in there, and then the Star Wars tune came on, which means it's the start of Progress. You better get ready. So the show, chapter 20, was called Thunder Bastard Beyond Thunder Bastard. Now we started off the match with a guy called William Ever. Now William Ever is a guy that wrestles in Progress Endeavor, which is like the NXT of Progress, and he plays this amazing Jesus character. He looks like Jesus. He comes out, everyone's shouting Jesus. His opponent is Noam Dar. And I have to clap Owen Dar because he managed to fight here and then go up north to fight in ICW, which was crazy. I don't know how he managed to do that in the same night. But nevertheless, William Ever, he came in with Noam Dar. Immediately tried to, you know, he put a blessing on the referee, immediately tried to, you know, force Noam Dar to pray. The match was great. It was a nice opener, you know, very funny opener as well, comedic match. Two very good talents, and William Ever took it down. Yeah, it was a really, really good match, and definitely a nice opener for me. Then we had a 4-way match, for just a 4-way cruiserweight match. We had Morgan Webster, we had Bubblegum, Kyle Ashmore, and Mike Hitchum. Again, this was a really fast-paced, good match. Morgan Webster's been down to Bristol a couple of times, so he, you know, I knew a bit about him. And yeah, it was just crazy. I mean, this guy was doing front flips off the top rope. The Bubblegum character is very, very, is a massive heel. Comes out in a Man City shirt, puts his hands down his pants and reveals, a fuck you sign basically, to the crowd. Yeah, it's crazy. He's a good worker. All of them are good workers. But Morgan Webster took the match down. He won. Mike Hitchum, or I should call him, I think his name is Boar. They call him Boar, because he looks a bit like a boar. But yeah, it's a little guy, wild boar gimmick. But yeah, he's, you know, hard as nails, man, hard as nails. Then we had the Natural Progression Series 3 first round match, which was Sebastian against Damian Dunn. Sebastian is with this duo. There's a guy called and they call him Geese. Again, loads of Geese chants. It was great. This guy comes out, it's like playing like this footballer kind of gimmick. Yeah, again, these gimmicks were interesting. Very, very interesting to see these British gimmicks. But again, yes, Seb won. The crowd loved it. They hated on Damian Dunn. But yeah, the match was really, really good. And I'm sat there thinking, you know, these are good talents, you know, and they must be wrestling all over the country. So Sebastian took it down. Next we had the Progress Tag Title match. Now this match, it was one of the matches that stole the show. We had the Sumerian Death Squad, which is Michael Dante and Tommy End, versus the Hunter Brothers, which is Jim Hunter and Lee Hunter. Now SDS, the guys from Holland, Tommy End, again, they had the chance for Tommy End, Tommy fucking End. Don't forget about Michael fucking Dante. Really, really good match. The Hunter Brothers, I think it was their first pay-per-view. I think they I think it was their first show, because they normally on Endeavor, I think. So yeah, these guys, again, it was really, really, really good match. Really, really good match. It was high flying, it was fast paced, it was powerful. Tommy End did a suicide dive out, nearly caught Kim Bingus in the face, broke some chairs, it was crazy. Oh man, it was just nuts. The Hunter Brothers gave as good as they got. Loads of near falls. I must give the Hunter Brothers a clap, because they nearly took it down, but SDS took it down in the end. It was a great, match. Definitely recommend to see SDS where you can, even the Hunter Brothers as well. Get your ass down to the Electric Ballroom, suckers. Then we had the Progress title number 1 contendership 8-man Thunder Bastard match. It involved Mark Haskins, Damian Moser, Eddie Dennis, Allegro, which they basically shouted out saying that you're a poor man's El Torito. We also had Marty Scurll, Nathan Cruz, and Rampage Brown and Tom Irvin. This match was crazy. Was again loads of people out there. I think at this moment they had one of their Progress Endeavor guys is going to have to retire, and then Nathan Cruz come out trying to basically take the piss, and then basically was interrupted. And we had a really, really good match here. Allegro was he eliminated Damian Moser. Then we had Tom Irvin eliminate Allegro. Nathan Cruz eliminate Tom Irvin. Eddie Dennis eliminate Rampage Brown, which was a massive surprise because Rampage Brown is a massive, massive guy. We had Nathan Cruz eliminating Eddie Dennis. Now, bearing in mind, this isn't a Royal Rumble, everyone's in there. You can get eliminated by pin or submission or DQ. Marty Scurll eliminated Nathan Cruz, which is a massive pop, and it left Mark Haskins with Marty Scurll. These two battled out at the end. It was crazy, but in the end Mark Haskins took it down to become the number 1 contender for the Progress title. Immediately at the end he just called out the winner of the next match for the Progress title, which was Will Ospreay against Jimmy Havoc. That next chapter 21, Mark Haskins wants that title. He wants that title, so he's coming for it. And then we had the Progress title match. What can I say? Will Ospreay versus Jimmy Havoc. I just learned about these two in terms of their storyline history. They played a nice video package at the beginning. And Will Ospreay, man, this guy's crazy. Jimmy Havoc, one of the best heels around at the moment, especially in the British promotions. The guy's been the champion for 2 years. 2 years. The crowd hate him. He come out, people standing up, putting their middle fingers up at him. He's got a t-shirt saying fuck you all. The crowd shouts some crazy chants. Even your mum thinks you're a wanker, and he's looking around saying, yeah, she does. She does. Will Ospreay comes out as well. Massive pop. Great kind of feel, big fight feel. It was a no DQ match. Loads of stuff happened. Jimmy Havoc brought out the thumbtacks. Ospreay loads of high flying moves off the top rope. There was a moment where Jimmy Havoc caught Ospreay at the edge through the table with a curb stomp. It was a horrible bump. I think one Shugs would have loved. We had an axe. We had Jimmy Havoc bring out an axe. We had Will Ospreay with loads of chairs, bringing in loads of chairs. Then we had multiple ref bumps. The refs took some horrible bumps out there. Then we had the owner, Jimmy, come down, had to be the referee. And it was, end-to-end stuff. In the end, Will Ospreay won with a crazy Phoenix splash. It was crazy. Onto the chairs. 1, 2, 3. I've never seen the crowd just go so crazy in my life. 700 people on their feet clapping. I swear I saw someone crying. The rest of the roster come out, they lift up Will Ospreay. The guy's been fighting for 3 years to this point, and yeah, man, he's the Progress champion. Big match, big fight feel. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely recommend it to everyone. And yeah, there you go, end of that. So enjoyed it. Now I just want to say a quick, talk quickly about Roddy Piper. He passed away on the weekend, this weekend, and they found him in his house, dead, and it's very, very sad news. Now, I grew up with Roddy Piper. I remember the first time I saw Roddy Piper, he was going against Bad News Brown. He got the half black, half white thing, and I was like, what's this guy doing? He wasn't all that in the ring, but this guy had a massive presence in terms of his promo work. So at that time, he was just a great guy. I remember one of the final moments for me, which was 1992 Royal Rumble, where he won his first WWE title, the IC title it was, defeating the Mountie. And it was just a great match. Nice feel, happy feel for him to win that. Had an amazing match as well at WrestleMania 8, with Bret Hart for the IC title. And then at WrestleMania 10, this guy had a funny match with Goldust, Hollywood Brawl. It was crazy. Madison Square Garden was crazy. But we'll get to that on the Retro Roundtable, our sister show. But yeah, he's definitely going to be missed. Very, very surprising. And again, the timing's not good with Dusty passing a couple of weeks ago as well. So, all you Segheads, just tweet out all your best, Roddy Piper memories as well. And let's just show some respect to him, so rest in peace, Roddy. And that's the end of the show, people. That's the end of the show. I know it's been a quick show, but what can I do? I'm by myself. I got to do what I got to do. The show must go on. I got to make sure I give something to you Segheads out there. So as always, make sure you follow us at Sunday Segway. Segway spelled SEGUE. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. The show will be up. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out the Retro Roundtable. It's going to be coming out August 15th. We're going to be doing SummerSlam 1993. That's right. The Lex Luger one, the Lex Express. I'll be your hero. I can't wait for that one. Check out our website, Sunday Segway, podcast.wix.com/Sunday Segway. Please check that out. Like us on Facebook. Next week, hopefully, Shugs will be here, but next week I will be joined by the guys from Attitude of Aggression podcast. I'm going to enjoy that. It's going to be the first time we're going to have some debutantes, and they're going to continue by playing the 10 count game. So make sure you check us out next week. Track of the week will be a song by Killer Mike called Ric Flair. Really, really good song. Again, if you don't like that, you can choke on that, slap nuts, because I am the
chosen one.
That thinks for 1 second that maybe I'm second guessing myself, that I am the greatest of all time, forever and ever. One surprise. Woo! I'm back.
To make it out the ice cold streets of the city, you better have a Christopher word game with it. You better have a dance game similar to Diddy, or play b-baller but a rim like Smitty, Josh, Chris, Bosh, Paul, Gasol, or any other nigga that ball and tall. I used to sell it white as Paul Wall. Gave my young boy 3 of them in the mall, and he gon' bring me 75K back tomorrow. You know what big about, you know what bigger do. Ice water in my veins, hard pumping igloo. I'm familiar with the money, so who the fuck is you? What the fuck you do? Where the fuck you from? Who you knowin'? Somebody get this nigga, I don't know him. And I'm about to jet off on his ass like a Boeing. Gone. Song.
You don't like the prestige that I have in life? You don't like the notoriety? You didn't catch the fact that I got more cars than most of you have friends. I got a big house on the big side of town. I got life pretty much the way I want it.
To make it out the ice cold streets of the city, your mind state gotta be as wicked as fitted. Can't love life suckling on mama's titty, cause life is a bitch and a bitch ain't with it. You gotta have faith living life on biggie. I'm ready to die for the money, who is with me? Life after death, hey, this must be hell. I asked for 6 figures, God gave back self. I'm on my way to heaven in a Porsche 911. Buried in my car and I'm surrounded by a harem, surrounded by my brethren. My funeral is legend, buried like a Pharaoh with my jewelry in the desert. The government hate me like Jesus, but fuck 'em. I did it for the grind. I did it for the hustle. I did it for the people on the bottom in the struggle. I did it for my comrades. Did it 'cause I love them.
Custom made, brother. Woo! And I mean custom made. From the alligators to the Ole Cassini right here. Ric Flair. There's only one. And I don't care if it's Tokyo, Japan, Greensboro, Richmond, Charlotte, North Carolina, Asheville, Atlanta, Georgia, Charlotte, LA. I'm the man that's making it possible.
To make it out the ice cold streets of the city, you gotta politic your situations like Clinton. If you chase power, you ain't gotta chase women. So take some advice, take cash over ass. When you get money, you ain't gotta take shit. So long as you broke, she ain't gotta take dick. Capiche? Now you know what motivates your beach. Capiche? Pay the mortgage or the pussy or police. Capiche? Church ladies going gaga for the Gucci. Yeah. Got two niggas menaging for some Louis. Yeah. I'm with the keys, get acquainted with Alicia. And every other girl named Rihanna wanna meet ya. They in it for the money, got the swag of the features. Pretty parasites might suck you like leeches. Just some information for a student from a teacher. Real life shit, I'm Mike Bigger, nice to meet you. Gone.
At Delta, the girls call me Tool. At Eastern, the girls call me Slick Rick. And all the other women around the world just say, oh, there goes the man.